Think of this feeling. You're crushing a bag of chips at midnight or demolishing that third slice of pizza, and it's amazing. Your taste buds are throwing a party, but then 30 minutes later, your body sends you a very different message. Your stomach's in knots, you feel sluggish, maybe even a little regretful. That moment you realize there was a disconnect between what your mouth wants and what your body needs. This exactly is what the legendary samurai Miyamoto Musashi was warning his student about over 400 years ago. In his final work, the Dokudo, Musashi wrote, "Do not chase the taste of good food." Now, this might sound like weird advice coming from a guy who spent his life mastering the sword. What does a warrior know about nutrition, right? But here's the thing. Musashi understood something most of us are still struggling with today. Tasty junk food is like a Trojan horse. It looks amazing on the outside. The advertisements show golden fries, glistening burgers, ice cream that looks like it was crafted by angels. These companies spend billions making sure their food photographs better than it tastes. They've turned eating into entertainment. But just like that famous wooden horse, what seems like a gift is actually hiding something that'll wreck you from the inside. Your tongue is the gatekeeper that gets bribed easily. It only cares about the immediate hit, the sugar rush, the salt explosion, the dopamine spike. It's like that friend who always says just one more drink at 2 a.m. or horrible decision maker. Your body, on the other hand, is the one who has to deal with the aftermath. It's the friend who has to drive everyone home and clean up the mess. Here's a brutal truth. Most junk food gives you about 15 minutes of pleasure and a day-long consequences. The energy crash, the brain fog, the inflammation. Your body has to work overtime to process all those chemicals, artificial flavors, and excessive sugars that your taste buds thought were enjoyable. It's like taking out a payday loan for your health. Sure, you get the cash now, but the interest rate is going to destroy you. Musashi lived during Japan's feudal era, where samurai's survival literally depended on his physical and mental sharpness. He couldn't afford to be sluggish because of a bad meal. One moment of poor judgment, whether with his sword or his diet, could cost him his life. So when he tells his student, "Don't chase taste," he's not being a killjoy. He's saying, don't let temporary pleasure compromise your long-term power. Now here's where people get confused. Musashi isn't saying eat bland, tasteless food and suffer. He's warning against chasing taste, making taste your primary goal, your master. There's a huge difference. Think of it like this. A perfectly grilled salmon with herbs, roasted vegetables, a fresh salad with olive oil that can taste incredible. And your body actually celebrates when you eat it. Your energy goes up, your mind gets clearer, you feel lighter, not heavier. That's food working with you, not against you. But that bright orange bag of chips, those ultra-processed snacks engineered in a lab to hit your bliss point, they're designed to hijack your brain, not nourish your body. They taste good because scientists made sure they would, not because they're actually good for you. We're fighting a different battle than Musashi, but the principle is the same. He faced opponents with swords. We face opponents with marketing budgets. Every billboard, every Instagram ad, every celebrity endorsement is trying to convince you that taste is all that matters, that you deserve that treat, that restriction is the enemy and indulgence is freedom. But here's the irony. Constantly chasing taste actually makes you a slave to your cravings. Real freedom is eating food that serves your goals, your energy, your life, not just your tongue's 5-second opinion. So before your next meal, ask yourself the question Musashi would ask. Am I eating this because it will make me stronger, or just because it tastes good? If the answer is only taste, if you know your body is going to pay for it later, then you're not making a warrior's choice. You're making a compromised choice. And look, I'm not saying never enjoy food. Life's too short to eat like a robot. But make those indulgences conscious choices, not mindless habits. Don't let your diet be controlled by what commercials tell you to crave. Finally, Musashi's advice isn't about deprivation, it's about dignity. It's about respecting your body enough to give it what it needs, not just what your taste buds are screaming for in the moment. It's about building a body and mind that can handle whatever challenges come your way, not one that's constantly recovering from your last meal. So the next time you're reaching for something, pause. Listen to your body, not just your mouth. Because in the end, your body is the only vehicle you've got for this life. And Musashi knew, a warrior who can't control his appetite will never control his destiny. What's one food you know tastes amazing but wrecks you afterward? Drop it in the comments.